Hello, 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 and welcome everybody to a very special edition of It's All a Work. Right now, all we have tonight is going to be myself, Big T, and to my side, Hangy, Mangy. We'll do all the normal things, not sponsored by Liquid Death, but we want to be. This is the end of my can. We're reviewing SmackDown. This is the go-home show for King and Queen of the Ring. So the teaser would officially be the King and Queen finals are determined. Things heat up between DIY and the Street Profits. And the women's tag belts, turns out they still exist.
They're trying to make it more relevant. That last ditch effort to make a title match, though, I was like,
It kind of reminded me of that. It kind of reminded me of that episode of The Office where Kevin is talking to what's his name? I can't remember the guy. Damn it, I can't remember his name now. But Bob Kazamakis, you know.
Bob Kazamakis.
Yeah, I can't remember his damn real name. It'll come to me randomly, and I'll shout it out. Either way, Kevin creates a party out of thin air, and he's like, "Who was that created that party out of thin air? Was it me or you, Oscar?" And Oscar's like, "It was you." They just created a match and a feud out of thin air. That's what this was.
Yeah, randomly. It was just unnecessary. It was just like, oh, they said something to them. All right, we're gonna give them a title match. What? Where's the beef? Where's the earning that Nick Aldis so genuinely told another wrestler tonight?
I mean, there's other weird things that happen too. Like we're getting Andrade trailers again. That was just enough to piss me off. I was like, really? Again, Andrade? That's what we doing now?
Well, I'm pretty sure they want to do a thing with him and almost the LWO, Legado del Fantasma again. I don't know. They want to recruit him. They want to.
Well, it looked like I was gonna say it looked like Legado wanted them on his side now, and I'm like, okay,
right.
Like they get cut off when they start speaking Spanish. Apparently, they don't like Spanish in Saudi Arabia. I thought that was like, all right.
They don't like a lot of things in Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, like they don't like women's bodies, man. Everybody looked like some kind of Power Ranger or something or another. I tell you what.
The awesome cops.
Oh my god! Like I still like the joke about Chelsea Green looking like a Walmart Mega Man. Like right. I thought that was pretty funny, but whatever. So anyway, look, we're gonna get right into it. You guys know how everything starts, man. They're walking into the arena. That's how we start. That's how it is. It's always gonna be that way. We got wrestlers walking into the arena. We get told about some of the matches that are happening tonight, and then we're gonna get right into Bianca Belair and Nia Jax for the Queen of the Ring semifinals. Lyra is gonna be in the crowd to watch. Bianca's knee is what's going to be attacked during the entire thing. Couple of hard-hitting moves showing Bianca's power, like the power bombs from the top rope, her going for the KOD.
KOD was tough.
Both of them.
You're right. That power bomb was, she got a face full, but that's neither here nor there. And just straight brute power, man. Just... God almighty. That's a lot of strength. Yeah,
Bianca, they were saying that Bianca's in the gym every day, this, that, and the other, which, I mean, to be a WWE wrestler, you kind of have to be, but, either way, Bianca is a physical specimen, definitely. But, overall, Bianca, Nia just proves to be too much. Gets taken out by the Annihilator. 1, 2, 3. Nia is going to be the one to go to the semifinals. Kayla Braxton gets in the ring to talk to Nia about it. Nia doesn't want anything to do with that. It's going to interrupt her. Let's talk some smack to Lyra. Say that Like, she really brags about beating Bianca. Like, Nia puts Bianca over by how hard she brags on her, you know what I mean? Said, hey, I've beaten Bianca, I've beaten Becky, I've beaten Rhea, and tomorrow, look, I'm just going to go right through you. And that's kind of that.
Yeah. So, I mean, what are your thoughts on it? Think it was a good choice for Nia to go over?
The answer to that question is yes. I do believe that Bianca going over was, or not Bianca, but I do believe that Nia going over is the right choice. I do believe that Lyra is going to end up being the king of the ring, and I think that she's going to go on to beat Becky.
Really?
Actually, I take that back. I'm going to take that back. You're going to hate this. I think that Liv is going to beat Becky tomorrow night, and that Lyra is going to go on to go against Liv at SummerSlam.
It makes sense in the storyline because, you know, the whole beef between Lyra and Liv and Becky is hard.
Well,
but Jesus Christ.
Well, we want to talk about paper champions. That's kind of what we're looking at with Becky.
Yeah.
She's kind of the champion until, you know what I mean? Like, she's kind of the champion until someone else steps up. And I think the idea was always to put it on Liv, at the very least, eventually.
So, when does Rhea come back? Because there's no way, no offense to Lyra, but there's no way that she takes the title. I'm sorry, they don't just shoot NXT stars all the way up to championship level immediately.
Rhea's
unless you're Charlotte Flair.
Well, first of all, Lyra won't beat Liv, number one. But number two, as soon as Rhea comes back, she's getting the title back. Her reign, her story, or whatever, her arc, whatever you want to call it, that doesn't make you mad, it wasn't over. It wasn't supposed to end until WrestleMania next year. So as soon as she comes back, she's getting that. She's taking back her title. No one's going to be able to step up. No one's going to have the impact that she has. She is Charlotte Flair. She is the takeover for Charlotte Flair. She will come in, and it does not matter who holds the title. It does not matter if it's Becky. It does not matter if it's Liv. It doesn't matter if it's Lyra. It doesn't matter if somehow it's Nia. She will be taking the title.
Now, what if Charlotte comes back during SummerSlam?
Charlotte
take it?
Yeah, so that one's a tough one, but I think Charlotte's going to end up going to SmackDown and not to Raw. That's where she likes to be. Especially now that Andrade is back on SmackDown. She'll be back with her daddy.
Well, in
her
this
poppy,
sense,
if you will.
if Nia wins, then she faces Bayley, not Becky. But if Lyra wins, okay, that's even. Damn.
Yeah. So I see them making. I see Lyra winning. Nia doesn't need Queen of the Ring to get a title match with somebody. She doesn't need it. And I think that Lyra becoming Queen of the Ring would really be just a good story. Again, that word's annoying now, but it would be a good story.
Alright, fair enough. Well, let's ask the fans. Who wins the Queen of the Ring? Nia or Lyra? Why does that rhyme?
Yeah, it's Lyra. Lyra Valkyria.
Yeah.
All right, while that poll is going on, we're going to move on to Bianca in the back, and Tiffany Stratton standing there with her, and she goes, "Better luck next time, loser," and walks off. Byron asks, "Hey, I love that Tiffy got her little spot in there because that's my girl, obviously, Tiffy time. So everybody who's been watching knows that's my girl, so I'm happy she got in there a little bit. But after Tiffany walks away, Byron asks Beyonce about her loss, and she says, "Hey, look, I took my knee to the limit, but And as she says that, she's going to get interrupted by Candice LeRae and Indy Hartwell, who start giving her a hard time about her knee until Jade Cargill comes up to kind of scare them off.
Yo, time out.
Yo.
Time out. Did you say Beyonce?
No, I said Bianca.
You said Beyonce. I heard Beyonce.
Man, you hearing what you want to hear now. I was gonna let you know that's racist. So
that's what I said.
But yeah, so basically Jade says that she's gonna go talk to Nick Aldis because she thinks that Indy and Candice walking up to her and talking trash was bullcrap. Okay, that's fine. We are gonna do this match. This match will be announced later on. They really don't give a crap about them tag titles, do they?
They do not give a full-fledged shit. Them tag titles could just be gone and nobody would give a care. Like, legitimately.
Yep, I agree. But it gives Bianca and Jade a chance to be friendly and not compete against each other. So it's a nice little placeholder, basically, is what it is. But we're going to get into the Grayson Waller effect with LA Knight. We get a QR code here. The QR code leads to www.achieve_archive_recovered. Bunch of cool things in there. I have not had time to go through it. It's a lot. But a lot of people are saying on Twitter that it looks like we might not be getting the debut tomorrow. That it might be more of a tease.
I don't see it happening tomorrow anyway. I think this is more of a bigger event. I think this is SummerSlam.
So there's 2 other pay-per-views in between now and SummerSlam.
Is it? Oh yeah, that's right. That makes sense.
Yeah. So wait, who won? Who won the? Who said Nia? Oh, 2 people
Nia.
said. The majority of the chat says that Nia is going to win Queen of the Ring. Very interesting.
Hey, it is.
Very, very interesting. I like that.
Is.
G, do me a favor. Put in. We already know. I think most of us already know the answer to this, but go ahead and put in the chat. Who do people think is going to win in the women's tag match? Obviously, it'd be a nice swerve if Indy and Candice won, but might as well throw it in. Throw every match in there that we can. But yeah, so Grayson Waller effect with LA Knight as a guest. So it looks like they're about to introduce LA Knight, or they're in the process of introducing LA Knight, and Carmelo Hayes is going to come out instead of LA Knight, and he talks about how he's the first round draft pick. He's him and all this other BS that he talks about. Says that he should be the guest on.
I ain't gonna lie.
Do what?
I said I liked it though, because I mean it showed that this man, he talks the shit, you know.
Standing on business, right? That's what you were talking about with Otis last night.
He stood on business. He said, "I'm the best." He's gonna talk. He reminds me of a young Rock. I know, right? That's a lot. That's a lot to take in. But think about it. Motherfucker's cocky as shit. Comes in talking all of this shit. The only thing he hasn't done was back it up yet.
Right. The most important part. He hasn't backed it up yet. But you know, it's all good. It's all good. Carmelo is gonna man, that Rock line got me. You might be right though. He might be like a young Rock. You never know.
Right.
But he says that he should be the guest on the show tonight. A-Town Down Under agrees, and they start talking trash about Bobby Lashley randomly, the Street Profits, LA Knight. And at a certain point, LA Knight's going to hear enough of this. He's going to come down. He says, I'm going to keep it short and sweet. He says he doesn't care how new you are. It's not going to take long for you to realize whose game this is, with everybody saying LA Knight. Yeah. And he just goes to leave, to which Carmelo will attack him. He gets the upper hand on Carmelo. A-Town Down Under then attacks LA Knight as well. Street Profits come out with part of the Frieza Force. I'm sorry. Part of the Killer Clowns. I'm sorry. B-Fab. Look, Killer Clowns wasn't mine, but the Frieza Force was mine. I thought that was a good one. And we're gonna end up doing this match properly afterwards. So we're gonna get a vignette for Blair Davenport before the match. All right, she's coming. Cool. When she comes, we'll see how she is. But the match itself, A-Town Down Under, Carmelo Hayes versus Street Profits and LA Knight. I don't have a lot of notes from the match itself, just things that I was thinking while I was watching the match. How did you feel about this one?
It felt like a filler. You know, maybe setting up for Street Profits versus the A-Town Down Under for a tag championship, but other than that, it was just a filler. It had its moments where, you know, Angelo Dawkins did his shit, knocked people over, bulldozed people, and then you got the high fly movement of Montez Ford. But other than that, it was just meh.
Yeah, and you know what though, it was a good match. Carmelo got his licks in there, which was really good. You know, LA Knight's gonna end up hitting the BFT at one point on Carmelo, which is nice. I saw, this is one thing I put, is that Montez Ford, when he finally breaks away from Angelo Dawkins, and I'm not saying it's got to be a bad break or whatever, but when he finally breaks away to become a singles competitor, because it happens inevitably, when it does finally happen, oh my God, Montez Ford's going to be amazing as a singles competitor. Like, we're looking at a future IC champ, a future US champ, maybe a future WWE heavyweight champion.
Damn. You got that much for him?
For Montez? Man, look, not only, so the guy is hilarious, he's entertaining, he's good on the mic, and his frog splash, there's not a frog splash in the game that beats him. Like, you see the height he got tonight? Insanity.
No, that height was crazy. No, that's fair.
I said, I understand that it's like camera angles and stuff like that, but nah, it was still wild.
Is it though? Is that camera angles?
I mean, some of it is, yes, but like a lot of that height was on him. He did that shit. So
I don't know, man. I honestly could see either one of them making a big break. I will say Angelo Dawkins maybe more on the mic, but other than that, honestly, both of them have the skill in the ring to move.
Yep. And I did put this as well on the flip side. Whoever made the decision to make Austin Theory a part of a tag team, especially with Grayson Waller, that was, as much as people hate them, that was a good idea to put him in a tag team. He thrives in a tag team.
I mean, they thrive together. Like, I feel like Austin could make it on his own again, because I mean, he wasn't bad by himself.
Yeah.
But with this tag team, you're right, he is thriving like hell. The heel work, just the energy and shit. It was very confusing at first because during WrestleMania time period, you see him kind of just like, yo, Grayson about to take this L, or they kind of weren't on the same page. But now it's just like, it's working.
Right. Absolutely. So we'll move right along down to a couple things till we get to the Cody Rhodes segment. We're going to get a recap of what happened at the press conference with Logan Paul saying he was going to beat Cody, turning in his brass knucks. Cody walks up to Orton, tells him good luck before his match. While Cody's on the way to the ring, we see Tama getting ready for his match with the Wise Man in the background, and then we're going to go to our Cody Rhodes segment. Cody gets in the ring and he says absolutely nothing because LA Knight's going to come out.
Logan Paul?
And it just interrupted him. And do what?
You mean Logan Paul?
Who did I say?
LA Knight.
It's late. I only got like 2 hours of sleep last night. I apologize. Logan Paul. Logan Paul. Everything that I said that LA night, I meant Logan Paul. I do apologize. G, if you would go ahead and throw up the who's gonna win the gold question.
I'm already on it.
Hell yeah. Just for those who don't know, this is just something new, the polling. We're just trying something new to get some engagement out of everybody. The last couple times we actually had a pretty big audience, and we wanted to take advantage of the polls and things like that to get everybody voting and see what people are thinking. So please, if you see the poll, please vote if you feel like you want to. It's a better way to join the conversation than chatting if you don't feel like you're up for chatting. But either way, Logan Paul's going to come out and he's going to say he's going to win because he's a better entertainer. He's the better physical athlete. Cody says that he thinks that Logan is as a scared kid who thinks that someone's going to find out that he's actually just cosplaying as a wrestler here. Cody's going to say that you say you turned in your brass knuckles, but you know what? I got a referee over here real quick. His name is Ryan Pat. Let's see. Let's get him to check you for the brass knuckles. Logan claims that he has nothing to hide, and the ref's going to get in, pat down Cody first, because LA Knight says, "Nah, pat him down. You patting me down, pat him down." So that's what he does.
Logan Paul.
That's normal heel work. That's actually classic. That's classic indie stuff heel work. It's pretty cool.
It is.
But you know, he says to go ahead and, you know, pat him down. So obviously Cody has nothing on him. He goes to pat Logan down in the right pocket. He finds brass knuckles, another pair, to which Logan relinquishes over to Cody. And he says, "Look, man, I don't know how those got there. Those aren't my pants. These are my brother's pants. So why are you wearing your brother's pants, dog? Can you explain that? You just actually opened up a whole other can of worms. I'm curious about now."
He said, "I don't even wear Prada." I'm like, excuse me, what do you mean? I've seen you with Prada on, brother. Also, again, like you said, why are you wearing your brother's pants? That doesn't make sense. What, y'all just out here changing pants?
Yeah,
that's what y'all do.
Logan's like, "Yo, these the pants I want you to wear when you fight Mike Tyson and get your ass knocked clean the fuck out, because it's happening."
Apparently, they're saying there was a rumor saying that Mike Tyson might back out, but I ain't buying that. I ain't buying that for 5 cents.
Look, all I'm saying is that Mike Tyson could lose his foot, and I'm pretty sure he'd still be able to beat Jake Paul. I'm sorry.
That's fair.
We got 100% Cody Rhodes winning this championship. That's what the fans are saying.
Yeah.
Yeah. So wait, no, what? That's not. All right.
You did it again.
I did do it again too. Either way. He says after he relinquishes the knucks back to Cody, he says, "I'm going to beat you in the ring fair and square." And Cody says, "Look, man, the difference between you and me is that things like these knucks are for your fans. They're just another click. But the title is the only thing that I've ever wanted. All the blood, all and the sweat and the tears and the chants from these fans, they're all things that I wanted. And until you, Logan Paul, stop being a part-time wrestler and dedicate your heart and your soul fully to this, you will never, and I mean never, win the WWE Undisputed Championship. And tomorrow night, I'm going to beat you so bad that you'll regret ever wanting to step foot in the ring with me." And he's calling him kid along the way as well, which I thought was pretty funny. Cody gets the last word there. Cody has the momentum going into Jeddah, King and Queen of the Ring. So, got a couple backstage segments before we get to our next match that was really just, again, filler, but I'm happy it happened. So we get Randy Orton in the back with Byron, and Randy Orton says he's going to win the match. Bayley's walking to the ring from the back, and she walks into Nia, who tells her to keep that title nice and clean for her.
I mean,
because she gonna shit on it. No,
I was gonna say I ain't gonna say it, but That title's cleaner around Bailey's waist than it is Nia's. I'm just gonna
That's rude.
leave it at that.
That's mean.
It is. Is it wrong though? Tell me where I've lied.
I mean, I'm not saying you lied. I'm just saying it ain't nice. So Street Profits are gonna be in the back celebrating after this, and and this is while Bailey's on her way to the ring. They're celebrating that they pinned the tag champs, and DIY comes up and says, "Yeah, man, congratulations. Hey, you know what? And you and I, or us and you, man, we're cool. But I want to let you guys know that we don't mind going through y'all for the titles." And then Ciampa pours out the Street Profit cup that supposedly, presumably has some gin and juice in there. You know what I mean?
Is that what it was supposedly had in there?
No, it could be anything. I'm just respecting Snoop Dogg with the gin and juice.
Jesus Christ. Anyway, so DIY doing a little heel work here. What's going on with that?
I think DIY works better as a heel. I'm gonna say that right now.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
Ciampa, one of the best heels in the business. I will call that right now. Now Gargano's more naturally a babyface, but Ciampa's plays one of the best heels that I've ever seen.
Don't get it twisted. Gargano has a nasty ass heel too. He has a nasty ass heel to him.
Oh, I know. I've seen his heel side, but Ciampa was devious in NXT. That dude was mean.
No, Ciampa was ruthless. That motherfucker, he did not give a shit.
He was unhinged.
It was fantastic.
That is what an unhinged champion looks like. So, and that's how he was in NXT. All he cared about was gold, man. He was a little gremlin, man. It was awesome.
And you notice back when they were on Raw, you could tell that's all he cared about. Like, just you got that little touch of it where it was just like, it's something there. It might come back out soon.
NXT.
I'm just kind of glad he went.
Now go ahead.
No, I was just saying, I'm kind of glad the SmackDown to kind of take it out on whoever's over there than our current Raw champs. Fuck the Awesome Truth. But yeah, continue what you were saying.
Nah, NXT. All I was saying is NXT heel Ciampa made me feel like there was a time where he would come into my house to take this fake title. That's all I'm saying. Like he'd come in here beat my ass for no reason just because he found out I got gold on my wall. He gonna come and beat my ass just on the off chance it might be real.
Hey, if he thought it meant something, yeah, that was your ass.
That's what I'm saying.
I ain't tagging. I'm sorry.
That's heel Ciampa for you. I loved it. Love heel Ciampa. Wanted to come back. But this is going to lead us up to our Bailey versus Chelsea Green match. You know, I will say this. Chelsea had a good match. Whatever you feel about her, she had a good match. She had the upper hand most of the match. Bailey's going to go over with the Rose Plant. Obviously, Piper gets in and does some work on Bailey at the end. But I like where they're going with this, or at least where it looks like they're going with this, because I think that the tag team, it's so funny. It's actually so funny. I think that the tag team championship pool for the women's titles is too deep right now. I think the pool is actually too deep. Just 6 weeks ago, I was like, yo, it's not deep enough. And now I think it's too deep.
I mean, we added what? We added one team to the pool, it seemed like, and they're the champs.
Well, I mean, we had a team of 4 competing, and now we have two other women's tag team on SmackDown. Then we have Jade and Bianca, and then we still have Isla Dawn and Alba Fire still yet to fully debut.
That's fair. That is fair.
When Isla Dawn and Alba Fire come in, though, I think that they're going to be a credible threat to Jade and Bianca. I think Jade and Bianca will beat them, but I think they're going to be a credible threat.
You know what? I tend to agree with that. I like Alba Fire and Isla Dawn. Like, or did I say that backwards? I don't know. But yeah, both of them have amazing talents. Their in-ring work is very good. So I'm excited to actually see them perform more. More again.
Yeah, and both ladies former champions. So, So how'd you feel about Bayley and Chelsea Green, Piper Niven getting the 3 centons in at the end, getting her licks in? What do you think about this? Do you think that Bayley and Piper will end up being a good match?
I think it'll be a decent match. I think it'll be longer than Bayley and Chelsea Green match. I just, if they're gonna build it up, I want to see what more they're gonna do with both of them interacting, because it just seems like Piper Nivens and Chelsea Green are just kind of picking fights and just like, you know what, we need something going on. So
yeah,
Bayley just so happened to be the next target.
Well, cool
honestly,
thing,
I like it though.
Yeah, absolutely. And the cool thing is that like, one thing I liked during this beatdown is when Bayley tried to like get some momentum started against Piper. She tried to pull Piper and give her an Irish whip to the ropes, and Piper was like, "Bitch, I am Irish. You ain't moving me," and ended it, which just shows you where the strength is, because she's not quite as strong as Nia, but she's like a sub boss before you get to the big boss. You know what I mean?
That's fair. It's like playing WWE 2K24, that weight detection. You're trying to Irish whip somebody that's 12 times bigger than you.
Yep.
It's not happening. You're trying to pick them up. It's not happening.
Oh yeah, I mean, good ring psychology there. Playing off Piper Niven as a beast. I loved it. So we're going to move on with AJ coming to Nick Aldis's office looking for a WWE Undisputed Championship opportunity, basically saying, look, man, give me another opportunity. Give me one. I need it. I need this, Nick. He even goes to say, hey, look, man, we've known each other a long time. Like, he's throwing all this shit, and Nick said, look, man, personally, I like you. Personally, yes, I'd give you a shot. But professionally, bro, you got to earn it. There's a lot of thirsty, hungry superstars in the back that are earning their shot, and I can't give it to you, man. I can't help you. He's like, it takes time to earn these shots. AJ says, time is something I don't have, and he says, yo, brother, I can't help you, son. Maybe you should have been a GM.
That's what it seemed like. That's what it seemed like he wanted to say. You should have been a GM. I don't know what to tell you.
Yep.
Man, what? I'm not with the begging thing. That's not AJ. We legit just had unhinged AJ before WrestleMania, a little bit afterward, and now we get he's going to the office begging for matches and shit. Like, what is going on?
Unhinged AJ lost his confidence, man. 2 big matches back to back he couldn't win. When in his prime, he's knocked off Orton in his prime back in the day, and he would have been able to knock off Cody Rhodes in his prime back in the day. Man, he feels like this old horse that needs to be taken out and shot. That's how he feels. That's the story we're about to play. I'm cool with it.
Jesus. Yeah, he's had his time, I guess. It just seems like, I've watched AJ for a while. He doesn't seem like he's getting older in my eyes. The motherfucker still looks good.
That's true. He's getting bigger. Like, his working out has like gotten.
It's changed.
Yeah.
It's more bulk than anything. Like, it used to be just young, spry. I could jump here, I could jump there. Like, not cruiserweight, but damn near cruiserweight.
Yeah, and you can see his age now, sure, but like, he still don't look old. He doesn't look like he can't go. He can definitely go.
Yeah.
You need to put him in an endless feud with Shinsuke Nakamura.
We can't do that. Damn, like, they need to do something with Shinsuke. I get it. You can't do something with everybody, but fuck, man.
Well, that would be like the fight for everything. You know that whole that joke meme they made like 20 years ago, where it was like, if you strap a peanut butter face up or jelly face up on the back of a cat and you drop it on the ground, the jelly has to land on the ground, but the cat has to land on its feet, so if you drop it, it'll keep spinning nonstop forever. Well, AJ has to lose, Shinsuke has to lose. They'll literally just be fighting forever because neither one of them can win. So
they end the matches with double countouts, a double pin.
Yep.
Double submission. Just what the fuck?
You know what, though? I would, you know what? That wouldn't be the worst thing to see them do like 3 matches that all 3 end in no contest. That would be hilarious. And you know what? They're both able to go so hard and so well. They're good at showmanship. I bet you they would put out 3 bangers and they would literally just each come to no contest, and then the 4th banger or something, or the 5th banger, banger after banger after banger, then finally one of them wins. I think that'd be dope. Whole time Sheamus is eating burgers in the crowd. No,
honestly, Sheamus is in the fourth match, so he just gets the victory over both of them.
That'd be fun. Sheamus still has the ability to win matches, so that's fine. But after this, we're gonna get the Andrade vignette again. We're gonna tease Andrade. I don't know why. But it's gonna end with the LWF, El Legado del Fantasma, watching one. I think it was Angel, maybe Berto. One of the two says, "I hate that guy," and Electro Lopez was like, "Hey, maybe we should think about this smart and let bygones be bygones." And Santos Escobar was like, "Yeah, maybe we should bring him into the group and this, that, and the other." And so maybe he's going to become a part of the group. But I just feel like WWE isn't doing right by LWO and LDF. They're not putting them in any matches. And I honestly, and I hate to say it this way, but it feels like they're just making them the token Hispanic group in the brand.
Kind of. Like, nobody in either group is in any major storyline or bouts or anything. It's just, you got Carlito trying to get into the Judgment Day. You got LWO, who's done nothing for 2 weeks, except for the Carlito thing. And then Legado del Fantasma, they had a tag match somewhere.
Yeah.
Like, there's just nothing going on. So, yeah, they're legit just tokening them up, it seems like.
Right. So, sad. I don't know, man. I hope something happens with them soon. But this kind of feels like if this was 2019, Vince McMahon would have fired both groups. Would have come to terms on the release of both of them. Because at least if he doesn't have anything for you, he says, "Hey, we don't have anything for you. Bye."
Yeah.
But that's the only credit Vince McMahon it will most likely ever get on this show. So moving on to Solo and Paul. So Paul is in the back, and he says that Tonga Loa isn't here tonight because they can't get him cleared to come into Jeddah. He says that
Unbelievable.
He says that Tama and Tonga didn't get recruited for a reason before, and it's because they are dangerous. Solo says that he's in charge until Roman gets back, so any issues that happens, Paul's going to have to deal with. Paul starts talking about Tama Tonga, and Tama's going to arrive out of nowhere, scare the shit out of Paul, and say the reason that he was recruited finally is because he is as dangerous as everyone says that he is. And he says tomorrow night he's going to come back the king of the ring by orders of the tribal chief.
Spoiler alert.
He's a liar. So, this is going to move us into our match of the evening. Tama Tonga versus Randy Orton. Gunther sitting in the front row to watch the match. Right before the match starts, we get an announcement for Abrim Al-Hijiji will be at King and Queen of the Ring. He's going to be doing something special. I have no idea who the hell he is, but it meant something to the people in the crowd because they all threw their hats in the air for him. So, I don't know what that was all about, but apparently he's someone big. Very cool. I did play-by-play for this match because I actually really enjoy this match. In the last match, I like to try to do play-by-play if it's a big match. This was a big match. So we'll do a little play-by-play. So we'll start with the entrance. It's pretty dope. Honestly, I like the music. I like the pyro. I like him crawling through the smoke. Tom has the dopest entrance outside of Roman Reigns that I've seen in the Bloodline so far.
That is a statement. Jesus Christ.
What do you mean?
Hey, I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm just saying that is a hell of a statement.
His entrance was dope though, man. I loved it. I mean, I think that was the first time I've really seen it with all the pyro and all that shit. That was really cool.
It is dope. Nah, but damn, that high level, huh? Not even the Cody Rhodes. Not even the.
Nah.
Alright.
Also, that mask made me want to mollywop Cody Rhodes in his forehead. I'm pissed off. I'm pissed off about that damn that fucking wrestling has more than one skull person. It's like, bitch, get out of my face with that. It's like, but anyway, Tama's gonna get the early advantage. Orton's gonna take it back with a huge fall-away slam, followed by a post-to-post attack, throwing his shoulder into the 3 of the 4 posts, ring posts. Fight's gonna spill to the outside, and when Orton goes for his patented backdrop attack on the announcer's table, Tama will do a backflip over Randy Orton's shoulder and chop block the leg, and follow it up by punishing his leg into the stairs. Tama will continue to punish the leg for the rest of the match whenever he can, and Orton will use veteran tactics to keep halting whatever momentum that Tama tries to start. They're going to end up on the outside where Orton will poke Tama in the eyes 2 times to get control, and he will then follow it up with 2 back body drops, 1 on each announcer's table. Randy gets Tama back in the ring and goes and does the through the rope DDT and sets up for the RKO, which at first Tama reverses and pushes off to Solo, who gets a right hand for his troubles for getting up on the apron. Tama will try to gain momentum quickly, but Randy has had enough of the match. He ends it finally by hitting the RKO, ends it swiftly. After the match, Solo will attempt to beat down Randy Orton, but KO will come out and make the save. After all of this is done, Gunther and Orton face off, and you can tell that Gunther is actually extremely excited to face Randy Orton. And I think that's a shoot. I could tell that he had real life excitement in his eyes to face Randy Orton.
Yeah, he's really excited.
Indeed.
I'm really excited for this.
So, what do you think of this match? How did it make you feel? Did it give you the goosebumps?
It gave me something. I don't know if it was the goosebumps, but it was a fantastic match. I loved every bit of it, even the interference with Solo and shit. But yeah, because if you notice, you saw Solo taking off his jacket in the background, and I'm like, what the fuck is he about to do? And then he just gets a right hook, and then boom, RKO, which was fantastic, honestly. Honestly, I'm so excited for this match because I thought it was going to be a bloodline bullshit match, but we get Gunther versus Randy Orton. Who do you think goes over?
I think Gunther goes over. I think that Gunther's going to pick the leg and just work Randy Orton's leg. I think they gave Randy Orton an out to keep him looking strong. I think that Bloodline's going to get involved. I think that the leg is going to be a factor. All that good stuff. I think that's going to all play a factor in this match, and I think that Randy's going to end up losing because of those 2 things.
I like that. Shout out to Lana Urban for subscribing at Tier 1. Thank you. We are so excited to have you subscribe.
Hey, thank you so much. Appreciate it. Awesome. I missed it, but G saw it just in time. Hell yeah, appreciate you. So, oh wait, I lost my way now. I'm so excited about the sub, I've lost my way. Where am I at here? Where am I at? Here we go. So, King of the Ring tournament, we had talked about that. Queen of the Ring tournament, are we both in agreement that it's Lyra, or are you saying Nia, G?
I'm saying Nia. Fuck it. I'm saying Nia. We gotta have some difference right now.
Fair enough. So, Women's World Championship match, Becky Lynch and Liv Morgan. I say Liv Morgan goes over. Who do you think?
I feel like I'm gonna be wrong when I say this, but I think Becky's going over. I feel like I'm gonna be wrong as hell, but I don't know. Someone's telling me Becky just Hulk Hogan's her way into it again. It's a joke. I know she's not Hogan, but that's what I feel. I feel like she just wins it again.
Fair enough. WWE Intercontinental Championship match: Sami Zayn versus Chad Gable versus Big Bronson Reed. Who do you got going over?
I got Bronson. I got Bronson Reed.
I am
probably wrong.
I'm going to say Chad Gable.
Really?
It's a very weird thing, but I think that Otis is actually going to help him win. And I think that that's going to break down eventually, but I think Otis is going to help him win.
Yeah. See, this is why I think Sammy might win. Because Otis is going to feel bad, and he's going to distract Chad by, apologizing to Sammy and saying I'm sorry or whatever. And then Sammy's just going to come in because power and positivity for some reason thrives in this company and just gets a haluva kick for it.
Well,
but I want Bronson Reed to win.
We all know Sammy's going to win. We all know Sammy is going to win, but I want Chad to win. You want Bronson to win. Hopefully one of us is right.
Just get the butt off.
I know that Dresh isn't here, but Dresh said that he wanted Jade Cargill to be a final entrance and he wanted her to win. So we'll see if that happens.
Jesus. I mean, I wouldn't. Hey, she has a chance.
She could. I wouldn't be upset if she won the IC belt. Undisputed WWE Championship match: Cody Rhodes versus Logan Paul. I'm gonna say Cody.
Yeah, Cody's going over.
I don't see it going any other way.
Nah, Cody definitely has that. If he doesn't win, I'd be fucking 100% shocked.
Yeah. And then finally, the WWE Women's Tag Team Championship match: Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair versus Candice LeRae and Indy Hartwell.
Oh, we know who's going to win that.
Yeah.
Do we have to say it?
Yep. Jade Cargill, Bianca Belair, definitely we're on the same page there. So the way that this works, ladies and gentlemen, is that we did our review for SmackDown tonight, so that on Sunday at 9 o'clock p.m. Standard Eastern Time, we will be here to review King and Queen of the Ring. So, that being said, tell your friends, share the podcast, check us out on Twitter. We're very active on Twitter. We're trying to be active on Facebook. But right now, we're three people trying to work a normal life and deal with household things and this, that, and the other. But Twitter, we are very active on. So join the conversation there. Come back, join the conversation here. G, did you have any news for us?
No news.
All right.
Today.
That's all good. No news. No news is good news. We're going to look into the Bray Wyatt stuff, and I will be posting any updates on Twitter that I come up with. And you guys know what I have to say next. Half of it you like, the other half some people don't like. We're going to do both halves. If you want good news and you want good reviews, you come here to It's All a Work. Yeah. Snap into a podcast. You're supposed to say we out.
We out.